Hey, it's Damon. So my last video, I did an hour and 10-minute video talking about a theology of embodiment and reclaiming bodies in theology and politics. So I just wanted to make this much shorter video on the side of that to just re-clarify we need a better theology of the body. If you want to hear me go way more in depth on this, go check out that video. But we need a better one because throughout the last 2,000 years of Christianity, we've had a pretty lackluster theology of the body and an understanding of the body. And usually our only theology of the body was all about how to control our body, whether it was about chastity and virginity and purity culture or about asceticism, pretty much how to almost abuse your body in order to teach your body discipline. And that's been a narrative around the body outside of religion as well, all about how you can use your mind to control your body. Because I think, therefore I am. I am my mind and I create my reality with my mind. And in order to have a better reality, I have to improve my mind. And it becomes so much more difficult to believe in I think, therefore I am the older we get and the more our bodies start to break down. And we realize, I am my body. And for a lot of us, we realize that way too late. But over the last few decades, people are beginning to realize the importance of the body and realizing I am my body, embodiment itself, experiencing myself as a body. And that is such a better place to start these important conversations we're having around theology and politics, to begin by acknowledging that we are bodies in relation to one another, and each body on this planet needs space in order to survive, and part of that space includes food, water, housing, basic survival, like also not being abused and murdered for who you are. And if we can start these important political conversations right there, then I think that would take the whole thing in a different direction. And it'll be a lot easier to tackle very big, complex issues when we could start, okay, what do we need as humans to survive? And how can we better live in relation with one another as bodies that need space to survive? Let's start there and see where we go instead of starting with read this theory, then you'll understand. And that's also the place we need to start in theology conversations, because religion ultimately is about how we live in this world. And especially coming from the Christian tradition, I feel like we have the grace to always be bodily with our language and not even move up from the body with our language, because the originating ideas of Christianity were all about bodies. We're the religion of the incarnation par excellence. We are all about embodiment, enfleshment, God enfleshed through human beings, first recognizing that in Jesus of Nazareth and then celebrating how we embody that as well as the body of Christ in a loving community committed to justice for the entire world. I want to show people that it is possible to do theology from the body outward, from the earth up, instead of attempting to do theology from the sky down. There's a way to reframe all these Christian ideas from the body. Like Sally McFaig in her book, The Body of God and Ecological Theology, defined sin as the refusal to share basic necessities of survival with other bodies. And when you ask, what does it mean to be a Christian? It means to follow the way of Jesus. Christianity is a way of life. It is a mode of being in the world. Christianity should be understood, especially when we look at its radical origins, as first and foremost, a movement to transform our material realities. You can keep going on this language and eventually get to transcendence, but I want to show people that there is a way to talk about this stuff bodily while still capturing the sacred glory of this whole thing without getting to transcendence so quickly. It changes everything when we can start these important conversations by acknowledging I am my body, I am a body within the body politic, the citizens that make up this area in my world, and we are all bodies within the body of God that is our planet. and we exist as bodies in relation to one another, and we all need necessary space to survive. Okay, now let's talk about what we need to talk about. So on this channel, you will continue to see me talk about important issues in theology and leftist politics, but I will do my best to start from this embodiment perspective. And we'll see what other complex theological issues we can tackle, beginning with the body. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to see all this other stuff that I'm about to put out, and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/whoisdamon. And if you'd like to support me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Go check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Damon Garcia. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.